Hi, Jeff Simon here from SocialFlight and another report out of Sun and Fun 2019. I'm here with Mark Korin. Mark, Alpha Systems is the absolute expert and really kind of like the founder of angle of attack systems. And so I've known you for a long time and I've always been impressed with your products. Tell us what's really happening these days with angle of attack and the importance of it for flying and general aviation.
I'm really humbled, Jeff, for you to say that. I've been doing this now for 24 years. I think it's really important that pilots transition from airspeed flying to angle of attack. We've been doing it since the Wright brothers anyways, and now the transition getting away from airspeed and looking at what angle of attack really is what the airplane's lift is doing. If you can manage how much lift you have from critical alpha, like on our display behind you, Jeff, you know, this display shows you how much lift that wing is producing.
So let's take a look at this display as an example.
All right. Well, every aircraft has an alpha range, right, Jeff?
Yep.
From cruise, which is the lowest angle of attack, from relative wind hitting the chord of this wing.
Right.
So as you increase your angle of attack, you transition from cruise on the display. It will transition to higher and higher angles of attack. Perfect approach in your aircraft is 1.3 PS. Okay. That's represented by optimum alpha, or the blue donut on the display itself. The blue donut represents perfect approach.
Right.
When you pull higher than that, you transition to the other side of the lift curve into the red, and critical alpha will happen right when our indicator shows the red triangle.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right, so for those of you who may not be super familiar with angle of attack, one of the most important things about it is actually what the wing is doing. It's what the air is doing relative to the wing and the lift it's producing. It's much more critical than flying just on airspeed, right?
Yes.
Because airspeed and the safety speeds that you fly at, your V speeds, are really dependent on the weight of the aircraft.
Correct.
What's loaded inside and what's happening. And that CG and that loading is very important. But the reality is that angle of attack never lies.
That's correct. It's absolute.
Right.
The interesting point is customers will come up to me and say, how does it compensate for fuel burn or gross weight or passengers? Angle of attack is absolute. It will change the airspeed, but angle of attack will be absolute.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, from Sun and Fun 2019, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time, Mark. This is really fascinating, and I would encourage anyone, as a top safety item for your aircraft, to consider an angle of attack indicator. It really does tell you what the aircraft's doing and what your safety margin is. I know I fly with it in SocialFlight's A36 Bonanza, and it's especially important to me when I'm flying at night. And so, again, thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you, Jeff.
Take care.
Yep.